What is good, Cuddy people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, stuck in a lucid dream where I can control Adam 22 and DJ Academics like motherfucking Mortal Kombat characters to settle their beef once and for all. Except Academics can't even stand up after getting food poisoning from some bad McDonald's in Czechoslovakia, so the only move he can use is Splash, dealing no damage per turn, unfortunately. And y'all already know what moves Adam got in the repertoire after his multiple videos on the hub. But in related news, today we'll be discussing a variation of Lucid Dreams, and that a specific Chicago native rapper named Juice WRLD actually recorded a remix to his very own hit song titled Lucid Dreams that exploded his career in 2018 due to a collaboration with Cole Bennett and Lyrical Lemonade on a viral music video. More on that later, except the remix, and furthermore, the specific topic of the video featured none other than Lil Uzi Vert. And since fans of both rappers, many of which are conjoined, discovered this information, it has been one of the most anticipated remixes and quite possibly songs in recent history of hip-hop. So without further ado, the history and build-up of the highly elusive Lucid Dreams remix. Let's talk about it. Okay, so before we fully dive into the Lucid Dreams remix, I thought we should review the OG version of the song in order to fully grasp why so much anticipation lies behind the potential release of the remix. So unless you have been diagnosed with solely dreaming about living as Patrick Star under the sea, and more importantly living under a rock, or you're deaf but then you wouldn't be able to listen to me talking right now, so that really wouldn't make sense, then you have probably heard the song Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD. I mean, the song lingered on Billboard's top 10 for a total of 26 non-consecutive weeks throughout 2018 and 2019, ultimately peaking at the number 2 most listened to song in the entire country of the United States, competing with pop stars like Maroon 5, Drake, Cardi B, and the like. All while Juice WRLD was still technically new to the music industry, not even releasing an official album until after Lucid Dreams' official release. But in essence, aside from its 1.3 billion plays on Spotify and holding 6 platinum certifications only within its 3-year lifespan thus far, the mega hit sprung Juice WRLD to the top, skipping all steps between, from a simple underground emo SoundCloud rapper to mainstream pop star that he is today, collaborating with literally the biggest artists in the world, such as The Weeknd, who released a collaboration with Juice called Smiles last Friday, Marshmello, and many others, to the point where a large proportion of the US households today know his name by heart. All in all, Lucid Dreams seemed to be the perfect song, but who knew that it could get even better? Juice WRLD's Lucid Dreams remix to this day has only been previewed one time during an Instagram live session in May of 2018. And due to this scarcity in combination with other factors such as the quality of the song and particularly fanatic fan bases, the snippet is long considered a holy grail by fans of both Uzi and Juice, especially due to how hot Lil Uzi Vert was in the latter half of the run from his mega hit that launched him to superstardom as well, titled XO Tour Life, which I'm sure you have likely heard before too if you're watching this video. Not to mention, when the Lucid Dreams remix was previewed all so long ago, it would have been the emo rapper legends Uzi and Juice's first collaboration had it ever released. However, obviously it hasn't, even at this point in 2020. In fact, as mentioned, neither Juice or Uzi have ever even really teased the song or talked about it much with fans since, but it never failed to remain a possibility in fans' minds, and maybe for a good reason. But we'll get into that soon enough. For a couple months later, in July of 2018, Lil Uzi Vert and Juice WRLD actually released another song they collaborated on titled Wasted, clearly a fan favorite from the anticipation built from the duo already with Lucid Dreams remix. Not to mention rumors of several more songs from the duo hidden in the vault, although we have yet to hear any of those snippets. All the more reason that the Lucid Dreams remix, or any collaboration from the two rappers for that matter, are so highly anticipated. But due to the fact that the remix was the only snippet we ever heard from Uzi and Juice on the same track, some fans even believed it could have landed on Juice WRLD's debut studio album and most coveted project by die-hard fans, Goodbye and Good Riddance. However, sadly, it was not included on the official track list, leaving many fans wondering when or even if it would ever release, perhaps on a deluxe album or anniversary edition the next year, but once again, fans were left empty-handed. If you've been following Juice WRLD closely for the past couple of years, you may have heard somewhere in the news that he's been involved in a couple of lawsuits coincidentally surrounding this hit single and the topic of the video, Lucid Dreams. However, this is actually not the case, for Juice WRLD has only been sued by one party technically speaking regarding this song, and it occurred in more recent times in late 2019 by a 2000s alternative rock band named Yellowcard. With that being said though, the other rumored lawsuit by Sting, a popular artist from the 80s, while not necessarily being a lawsuit, still did pose issues for Juice WRLD and his label. For according to the producer of the song, Nick Mira himself, Sting owns a whopping 85% of Lucid Dreams for Nick's usage of an interpolation of the original melody in Sting's Shape of My Heart track, and Sting simply threatened a lawsuit if any lower percentage was collected, although Sting denies any allegations of such an occurrence. And due to the massive percentage of the revenue for Lucid Dreams already being siphoned off to another party after likely tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars were utilized to produce and market the song, fans believe this to be a major factor in why the remix was never going to release. Because in Juice or even the label's eyes, why release a remix to a song, putting forth weeks or even months of effort and not to mention money behind it just to potentially never even profit? For ultimately, that is the primary goal in the music industry. We as fans like to think the artists are in full favor of providing us what we want, but when it really comes down to it, music is their livelihood, and to keep up with the lavish lifestyles they live and rap about on a daily basis, they need to be maximizing profits, which again, releasing a remix with 85% of the song already owned by Sting just doesn't seem to fit such a scenario. Not to mention, Uzi and his label are going to want to cut from the song too as a feature, adding yet another roadblock in the situation. But the hopelessness doesn't end there, for as we briefly discussed earlier, in late 2019, only 1 month before his passing, Juice WRLD was actually sued by a band named Yellowcard, who basically went broke after the entire alternative genre fell off the face of this planet over a decade ago for $15 million. By the way, I have an entire video on this channel dedicated to the explanation of just that lawsuit, but in summary, they claim Juice WRLD copied their vocal melodies and wanted compensation for all past and future royalties, as well as revenue generated through performance of the single. Yellowcard obviously didn't catch the memo that not even Juice was making that much bread off the single after Sting snatched up 85%. But either way, the significance lies in yet another issue arising with the original Lucid Dreams track, likely hindering the chances of even considering the release of the remix. The lawsuit with Yellowcard persisted for months, closing and reopening due to all the devastation that has occurred in 2020. But fortunately, as of last month, Yellowcard finally took a moral high ground in withdrawing their case against Juice WRLD. However, don't be fooled by whatever you've heard on the media, for their attorney's official statement still allows for another reopening of the lawsuit whenever they deem necessary. But in accordance with the case drop, shortly afterwards, unexpectedly, Lil Bibby, CEO of Juice's label imprint Grade A, potentially teased the release of the Lucid Dreams remix by tweeting and deleting seconds later the remix, causing fans to believe he could only be referring to Lucid Dreams due to the timing of the two incidents. And the possibility of the release is only strengthened by Lil Bibby's past actions throughout the recent posthumous Legends Never Die album rollout, and that he tweeted and deleted several times subtle hints or lyrics to songs that he later released. Not to mention, only a few days ago on August 8th, whoever is running Juice WRLD's Twitter account even followed Lil Uzi Vert potentially teasing even further the possibility of the remix. But if not, it still probably means they got something in the works between the two rappers, considering Juice has basically unlimited verses and hooks to work with. I wouldn't even be surprised if we see Juice on the future Uzi collab tape, especially because we've already seen Juice WRLD and Future already release an entire joint tape together called World on Drugs. But aside from that, even if Bibby doesn't pull through for the fans and officially release the Lucid Dreams remix, we can still most definitely expect the song to leak in the near future. For the same person / team that leaked the whole Legends Never Die tracklist a week in advance, predicting it pretty much to a T before Bibby and the label changed it up a bit upon receiving backlash from the fans, claimed on their Instagram story that the track was coming, quote, in the future. So it looks like we're getting the song in the future one way or another. Personally, I'd like to see an official release because I honestly hate listening to MP3s on my phone, rather have everything streaming on my Spotify or YouTube. But you know, maybe this will be the first leak that will force me to figure out that one method of somehow uploading all the leaks to my Spotify database. So with with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, lucid dreaming in the back of Uzi's tour bus sitting next to a lil baddie. Her name was Samir Woods apparently. But let me know in the comments if y'all think it's possible that Juice WRLD's label will ever release the Lucid Dreams remix with Lil Uzi Vert. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cutty people. Know what I'm saying? Brr.